You'd think a $164 million French chateau, surrounded by lavender fields and vineyards, would be the ultimate picture of tranquility. But for Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, it became the front line of a brutal battle. Château Miraval, once the symbol of their fairy tale romance, is now a battleground filled with deep resentment. Sure, it started as a winery, but make no mistake, it was also a strategic move, an empire, and the crown jewel of the Brangelina brand. When that empire collapsed, the fight for control turned vicious. They bought the estate together in 2008, fell deeply in love with the property, and even married there in 2014. But after the infamous 2016 private jet incident that shattered their marriage, Miraval ceased being just a beautiful home. It became a weapon. Pitt's team claims there was a clear agreement. Neither could sell their share without the other's consent. Simple enough, right? But Jolie allegedly ignored it. In 2021, she quietly and strategically sold her stake to a subsidiary of the Jolie Group, the vodka giants, reportedly without informing Pitt beforehand. This decision sparked a legal storm that's still raging years later. For Pitt, this wasn't just a questionable business transaction, it felt like a personal betrayal. And when Hollywood's golden boy feels betrayed, he fights back fiercely. Jolie's move didn't just involve selling shares, it felt like dropping a bomb right beneath Pitt's feet. On paper, selling to Tenute del Mondo, a Jolie division, seemed like a routine deal. But to Pitt, it was deeply personal. He insists their agreement was crystal clear. No sales without mutual consent. Jolie denies any such binding deal existed, accusing Pitt of twisting the facts and trying to control her. Pitt's camp, however, sees no innocence here. They argue it was never purely about money. It was about control, legacy, and preventing their family treasure from falling into strangers' hands. Worse still, Pitt's team believes Jolie deliberately chose Jolie because she knew it would hurt him the most. A calculated jab disguised as a multi-million-dollar transaction. Things get even more complicated when you consider the planning. Pitt's lawyers claim Jolie didn't make this decision impulsively. She laid the groundwork secretly over time. Their evidence? A series of emails, previously unseen and heavily redacted, that a recent court ruling might soon expose. On December 17th, just one day before Pitt's 62nd birthday, a Los Angeles judge ruled in Pitt's favor, ordering Jolie to produce unredacted versions of 22 specific communications from her 2025 privilege log. These weren't attorney-client messages, but exchanges with third parties. Pitt's camp believes these could prove Jolie was plotting the sale from the beginning while maintaining a calm public facade. They see this ruling as a major victory, convinced that once revealed, the emails will dismantle Jolie's narrative of a straightforward business decision. Unsurprisingly, Jolie's team pushed back hard. Her lawyers accused Pitt of weaponizing the court to harass and control her, calling the order a violation of her rights and vowing to appeal. Yet the lingering question remains. What exactly is in those emails, and why has she fought so fiercely to keep them hidden? Just when it seemed like a dispute over wine and business, Jolie dramatically shifted the focus. In response to Pitt's $35 million lawsuit and his push to unseal the emails, her team filed a chilling counterclaim. This isn't merely about a winery, it's about control and silence. They allege Pitt refused to buy her out, unless she signed an expansive NDA that would have barred her from speaking about his alleged behavior during their marriage, specifically referencing the 2016 jet incident involving claims of verbal and physical abuse toward her and their children. Though no charges were filed, Jolie's side frames the entire Miraval fight as part of a broader pattern of vindictive control. Now, they're demanding Pitt turn over his own communications related to that proposed NDA, calling them central to the case. The spotlight is swinging both ways. Pitt didn't stay quiet. He formally sued Jolie for $35 million, claiming her secret sale not only breached their agreement, but damaged the winery's operations and reputation. To him, Miraval isn't just a vineyard. It's his passion project. He invested heavily, built it into an award-winning brand, and saw Jolie's move as a hostile takeover that caused lasting harm. Jolie's team fired back, blaming Pitt for escalating costs and demanding he provide solid evidence for his claimed damages. They're also pressing for the NDA-related documents he's avoided producing. What started as a divorce has now become an all-out legal street fight. After 8 grueling years, their divorce was finalized in December 2024, on paper at least. The romantic chapter closed, but the war over Miraval rages on, more toxic than ever. It's no longer about profit, it's about power, narrative control, and who gets the last word. With 6 children now old enough to follow the headlines, Maddox, 24, Pax, 22, Zahara, 20, Shiloh, 19, and twins Knox and Vivienne, 17, the public spectacle continues. Jolie claims harassment and attempts to silence her. Pitt insists he's protecting his rights and revealing the truth. The love is long gone, but the intensity remains. Miraval has become the final battlefield for reputations, legacies, and buried secrets. Those once hidden emails could prove decisive, either validating Pitt's claims of premeditated betrayal or exposing his lawsuit as more emotional than evidentiary. In the end, Château Miraval was never just a vineyard. It was the last remnant of Brangelina's empire, a crown jewel transformed into a field of quiet rage, lawsuits, and unresolved pain. Pitt views it as a profound breach of trust. Jolie sees it as her path to freedom from control. This isn't about grapes or rosé. It's about 2 former Hollywood titans battling over the ruins of their shared past. With those raw, unfiltered emails potentially coming to light, we may finally glimpse what truly happened behind closed doors. The drama is far from over, and the next revelation could be the most explosive yet.